What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob. Today I have for you a Canadian whiskey, J.P. Wiser's 18-year-old. This bottle is bottled at 40%. It is not indicated anywhere on the bottle that it has been non-chill filtered or natural color, so we as buyers get to assume that there's caramel coloring added to this. Caramel coloring as in a food grade dye, essentially, not caramel flavor. Okay, that's a misconception amongst whiskey drinkers. Whiskey companies, distilleries don't add actual caramel taste to their whiskeys or scotches. They add a coloring. I forget the label, E something or other. That just changes the color of the bottle. It doesn't change the taste of the bottle. It might have a slight taste, but it's not the taste that they're intending anyway. It's not a caramel taste. And this is chill filtered for sure. Well, not for sure, but we get to assume that because it doesn't say that anywhere on the bottle that it's not chill filtered. A few years back, Wiser's decided to revamp their name. They released this 18-year-old. They released Wiser's Legacy, which comes in a very similar bottle, if not the exact same bottle, just a blue label. And they released this 150-year-old edition. Fancy box. There's a new addition to this called the same thing, Wiser's Red Letter. This one's the 150th anniversary, like I said. This one's actually non-chill filtered with no added color. This will be my next review. I'll talk more about this next week. I've tried the new versions of this, but I haven't tried the one that was bottled in 2007. So that'll be an interesting one. I've been saving this for a while. I bought it at around $180 at the time. The new version is only $100, likely because it doesn't come in this beautiful wood casing. We'll see if the whiskey is equal to the one or better than the new bottling. Anyway, back to the 18-year-old. This one's bottled at 40%. The other two that came out at the same time were bottled at 45%. So already this one loses a little bit of marks in my books. On the nose. Okay, it's sweet on the nose. You pick up that toffee flavor right away that's distinct in Canadian whiskeys. If I had to guess, these were newer barrels that this whiskey was originally aged in. It's got that fresh wood smell. There's a little bit of citrus here in the scent. I'm gonna say like a tangerine type smell, mixed in with that caramel as well. The taste. Get some pear in this one, which is kind of interesting. It doesn't have a full mouthfeel at all. It's very light. It's a very, very light whiskey, very watered down it feels like, probably because it's bottled at 40%. Also probably because it's chill filtered, so they get out all the thickness of the whiskey. Get some, like I said, fresh wood, a lot of caramel. It's pretty sweet. There's a a touch of honey back there, maybe even maple syrup. It's possible. That's what I'm tasting. Overall, it's a decent whiskey. It's $70 at the local Ontario liquor store. I'm not sure what it would be going for in the States. My guess is around the same price because Canadian whiskey doesn't usually change too much in price in Canada and in the States. For $70, I think it's reasonable. You don't get, if I had to compare this to another Canadian whiskey blind, there's no way I would be able to tell that this is 18 years old. I think that's my biggest problem with this particular whiskey. I should be able to tell by the smoothness of the whiskey, by the taste, all those different things, how old roughly the whiskey is. This gives no indication. Like if I had a glass of Crown Royal or Canadian Club or even the Wiser's Legacy, which is probably a lot younger than this, there's no way I would be able to tell just by the taste which one is older. In a lot of scotches, you're able to make that distinct difference because of the smoothness of the whiskey. There's quite a bit of pepper on the palate with this whiskey, and that's probably why I'm getting that younger feel to it. It's smooth, but it's 40%. It's chill filtered. Those things assist with the smoothness of the whiskey. So overall, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give this a C+. A lot of people rave about this particular whiskey. I am a big fan of Wiser's. I really like the Wiser's Legacy. I really liked the new edition of the Wiser's Red Letter. I'm really excited about trying the anniversary edition. But this one in particular, I could do without, for sure. I don't need this on my bar. If I got it as a gift, if I tried it at a bar, great. Give it a shot. I recommend you give it a shot. But to go buy this for $70, in my opinion, it's not worth it. There's better whiskey. There's better Canadian whiskey out there for $70. So overall, like I said, C+. Pick up a bottle if you really, really like Wiser's and you need to try it for yourself. But my advice to you is give it a shot at a bar or something like that. Save yourself the $70. Put that towards a Crown Royal XO or a Scotch. Okay. C+. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I also have a Twitter account which is @whiskey_in_the_6 and a Instagram account which is @whiskeyinthe6. Cheers, guys.